Welcome to Connor Tales. This is going to be the first story. So, when I was turning 12, per se, I think, yeah, because I'm 14 now, so it was 2 years ago. I don't know why, but I always had an obsession with the city of Las Vegas, in Nevada. You want to know why? Because, whenever I would see it in movies, it was always bright, sunny, you get to go into a casino, and it was good. So then, when I was turning 12, I said, hey, Mom, for me turning 12, can we go to Las Vegas? And at first, she stared at me and like, what the hell are you talking about? Because we live in New York, and obviously, that's on the East Coast. And Las Vegas, Nevada is on the West Coast. So, yeah. So anyway, after that, I asked my mom if we can go to Las Vegas. And I don't know how I did it, but somehow I persuade her to bring me there. So one day I went to school, then one day I came back, then my mom wasn't in the house. It was just my sister and my brother. And then as soon as I came in the house, they were all laughing at me. I'm like, why are you guys laughing? And then they're like, you want to go to Las Vegas for your birthday? And I was like, well, yeah. And then after I walked in the door, I sat down, I played some Call of Duty. Then my mom walked in the door. She came home from work, and she said, Connor, we can go to Las Vegas for your birthday. And after she said that, I screamed in joy and happiness. So, of course, because because prior to that day, my birthday was in 2 weeks. So fast forward to 2 weeks later, it's mad early in the morning. I think it was like 6 o'clock. Then all of a sudden, my mom just knocks on my door. And she doesn't knock on it. She busts in my door and wakes me up and says, son, get ready. We're going to Las Vegas. Our plane leaves in about 3 hours. So after that, I was like, oh my God, cause I thought she thought I was crazy. Because when the first time I asked her and she looked at me, I thought it was going to be a definite no, because it's mad far away, and also who would want to go to Las Vegas? So anyway, after that, I told her that I'm so happy, and I said thank you, the usual. So I was just glad. I was glad. We were going to Las Vegas. So then we get on the plane, we go in there. Actually, I had some nice snacks, and I remember it very well. There was all types of stuff. They even had chocolate. It was amazing. So fast forward, as soon as I step off the plane, and I look at it, this is what I see. I see palm trees, I see buildings, and they were all lit up too because we arrived there. It was nighttime. It was nighttime when we arrived there because it took so long. Because this was because my birthday's in the winter and this was during the winter, so it obviously got nighttime since New York is mad far from Nevada. So anyway, after that, we actually were able to call a taxi and get to a hotel. And then when I soon came to realize I was actually really bored because we were just sitting in a hotel. And I was like, I want to go out and do stuff. Then my mom was like, well, what do you want to do? This is your birthday choice. What do you want to do? And then the truth revealed. And then my mom revealed the truth for me. There's not really much to do in Las Vegas because Las Vegas isn't really meant for kids. It's meant for adults. Las Vegas is one of those cities where you're not really supposed to, you're not really supposed to have kids go there. It's mainly for grown-ups because, Las Vegas is packed with casinos and a bunch of other things to do. Now when I was 12, that's all I knew, that there was casinos, and I asked my mom, I was like, well, can we go to a casino? And she says, well, you're not old enough. And I was like, dang it. And Las Vegas was nothing like New York. There wasn't like a Walmart or anything for me to go to. There wasn't like a shopping place. There wasn't really any of that. No, there was not. There was nothing. There was really nothing for me to do. So I went outside of my hotel and I look outside on the busy streets. Super busy, super packed, cars everywhere, lot of. And so then there, you know how whenever you're walking down the street on the sidewalk and you see this entertainer and they have like a little hat on the ground so you can put change in it. I go up to the entertainer and this dude is like he's like doing tricks and doing flips, and I'm not the only person there. There was a bunch of other people too. So I actually had some money on me. I put like $3 or $5 in his thing, and he says thank you. And so then I turn the other way and I walk back to the hotel. But when I got inside, my mom wasn't there, and I checked the entire hotel, and I was scared of my mind. Cause, cause then I came to realize I felt like I was lost in one of the biggest cities, probably in America, um, probably in the world, one of the biggest cities in the world. I felt like I was lost in Vegas. So, yeah. But turns out I wasn't. My mom was actually at the front desk talking to the person about something I don't know. About if we could switch our rooms. Because actually, I forgot to tell you, when we arrived there, our hotel room, it wasn't that bad, but it was still pretty bad. But then again, it was great. So I go back outside and I walk down just just a few paces because I felt like I didn't want to lose my mom. So I walked down a few paces and it was it was cool. And but the thing is, it was actually getting dark because we were there for 2 days, so it was getting dark. Then all of a sudden, I see a bunch of lights come on. I see a bunch of signs, and I see a bunch of lights come on, and I feel like I'm like in the very dead middle of Las Vegas, just looking at everything. And it was amazing because it did get dark, and there were lights everywhere. It was like a Christmas tree. Yeah, it was like a Christmas tree. I saw blue, yellow, green, red, pink, all types of lights, and it was amazing. I didn't see the Las Vegas sign light, but it was still great. So then I turn around, and I did not know where I was, cause I I thought I only walked like a few paces behind the hotel, but turns out I was nowhere near the hotel. Because all right, I'm gonna tell you a little something. Sometimes whenever I'm walking or running, I zone out and I go farther than what I need to go. So it was so I started crying and screaming and of course nobody cared because it's Vegas, and because I was nowhere near the hotel. Then all of a sudden, my mom hears me, and she turns the corner, and she looks at me, and she's like, "Connor, what the hell are you doing? Why are you here? Why aren't you in the hotel?" And then I ran up to her and gave her a hug because I thought I was lost, and for a bit I was. So yeah, that's the story of how I got lost in Vegas. See you on episode 2.